Hello Drum School and drummer friends, it's Alan here. Hope everybody's keeping well and welcome to another short break time at Drum School lesson. Today's lesson is for beginners, or what I call a foundation level, because today we're going to be looking at the beginner's guide to playing a rock samba. A samba is a Latin rhythm, and there's a whole host of Latin rhythms that eventually, hopefully as you keep on playing in your career, that you'll come across. And this is one of the exciting rhythms that you can play on Drumset. But this is the beginner's guide here. And the reason that we can say that this is a Latin pattern, the reason that we can say that this is a samba, is because of the pattern on the bass drum. All right? Because on the bass drum we're playing what's called an ostinato, which simply means a repeated pattern. Now, if we play just the bass drum part, just like that, you can hear the repeated pattern. And then if I add in the rest of the rhythm, and we're going to slow it down, it's going to sound like that. Now I know that there are pieces that appear in some of the syllabuses, and that rhythm is written out. It doesn't actually say, well sometimes it does, but it doesn't actually say rock samba. But if you're playing that pattern, that is effectively a rock samba, okay? Because it's a rock rhythm, but it's using that samba, ostinato, on the bass drum. Eventually, that pattern, if again, as you progress through your grades and as you develop as a drummer, you'll get the opportunity, hopefully, to play the likes of a bossa nova. So it uses the same pattern. It's part of the wider Latin family that talked about at the start. And if you're playing a bossa nova, you're playing the same here, but then a few things change. So I played a little side stick there, simple bossa nova. But again, if you were listening, we had that bass drum. And again, if you progress in your playing career, probably at the same time, maybe a little bit later on, you might start to look at a samba, proper samba applied to the drum set. The thing to remember is that whenever we're playing these Latin rhythms, what we're trying to do is we're trying to emulate or copy or play all the parts of a small percussion group, because that's the way that they're traditionally played. Everybody's seen a samba band, maybe not in real life, but you might have seen the samba band on television or on YouTube. And I'd certainly encourage you to look at those and listen to the rhythms that are being played, because there's a whole host of fabulous rhythms that you can learn from and enjoy. But if we were playing a samba, I'm not going to play it too fast. On the drum set, it might sound a little bit like this. So a little bossa nova, a little samba applied to the drum set. I like to let students know where they're headed with some of these rhythms, and it's not just another rhythm, or it's not just another exercise, that there is a real purpose in working on it. And there's so much more that we can do with the sambas. Anyway, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go back to thinking about how we're going to play foundation level drummers or rock samba. So any of my students, whenever they start with me as absolute beginners, we do a series called Rhythm Builders, and then we move on to do what I call Rock Rhythm No.1, which is second after our simple pop rhythm, is probably being the most important rhythm that you can learn. And it sounds like this, and I'll do it at the speed that we normally do it at for beginners. Rock rhythm No.1. Any of my students listening in, you'll recognize that. Okay, so to play a rock samba, all we're going to do is add in one extra note, and you'll see that popping up on your screen now. one extra note right at the end of the bar, so it's not going to be just that. We're going to follow through with another one, and then and one, and three, and one. Slow it right down. Okay, so one more time. Rock rhythm number 1 sounds like this. And our Rock Samba, adding in that note at the end of the bar to give us that ostinato, sounds like this. And then we're simply going to repeat it. And that is our Rock Samba. Hope you enjoyed working through that. If you find that tricky, keep chipping away at it. Don't give up, especially now that you've just started drums. There's lots of rhythms out there, but this is a fun one that you want to learn, and this will stand you in good stead if you're able to play it and enjoy playing it. So thanks very much for checking in. Hope you enjoyed that break time lesson, and look forward to seeing you on the next lesson. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'd be really grateful for a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel, and also consider becoming a channel member on my Buy Me a Coffee page, where there's lots more lessons that are available to members and supporters on there too. So once again, thanks very much indeed. I look forward to seeing you on the next lesson. Bye.